We have the lovely Miss Laura Bailey. And a close personal friend of mine I met 5 seconds ago, Mr. Travis Willingham. Yes. Yes, I remember opening ceremonies, yes. Okay. Just for your edification, typically guest panels are, what got you into the industry, what recommendations you have for someone who's trying to break into the business. And what I've found over the 12 years I've been doing cons now is voice actor guests are seen as larger than life to many of the attendees. So asking more, exactly, yeah, you're up here, they're down. You guys stand behind a microphone, they watch you. I'd like to ask more realistic questions to make you seem more human, more approachable. This way, any of your fans who might otherwise be a little too nervous around you would feel like they can talk to you. So, okay. Yeah, they're like that.
It's Attack on Titan.
So, to get started, I will ask the one that typically gets the longest response. What was your first car?
Your first car?
Yes.
I actually had 2 first cars because they were both hand-me-downs from my family. I had a white Buick Skylark with plum interior, and it was awful. It was an automatic, and I try not to have automatic. I want a standard transmission at all times. And the other one was a standard transmission. It was an old Datsun/Nissan green pickup truck.
Datsun?
Yeah. Datsun, yeah. I think it was like the last Datsun. Yeah.
I think the first car I drove was a hand-me-down from my sister, which was a Ford Aspire, and it looked like a roller skate, big enough for me to fit in, and it had no power steering.
The power steering was right there.
Yeah, that's right.
The guns.
The guns. And then I had a Mercury convertible Capri, and I thought it was the most amazing thing in the world. It was like an 85, and I used to drive it up and down the highway in the middle of winter with the top down, with the heat blasting. And I did it so many times in a row one night that it started smoking, and I had to pull over.
Yeah.
My Mercury never worked out.
I think I remember the Mercury.
Yeah.
I think I remember the Mercury.
The 3 lines.
Yeah.
I had a Jeep Cherokee, like a 1990.
Yeah.
And it had a little, I thought it was super high tech because it had this little onboard computer right behind the gear shift.
Yeah.
And it was just a picture of the car, and so if the door opened, the door would flash.
Oh, it's an LED.
Yeah, to let you know the door was ajar, and slowly but surely, within like 3 months, all of the doors just stayed blinking open, and all of the tires were flat, and the engine didn't work, and every sensor that was on there just constantly blinked. And they were like, "That's awesome! How did you get your car to light up like a Christmas tree?" I'm like, "It's not intentional."
That door's not ajar. It's still a door. Not ajar.
Okay. As we know, Halloween is getting ever closer. So if you could,
Best holiday of the year.
what costume would you want to wear, and what candy are you the most looking forward to getting?
Oh, man.
I've been thinking about Halloween costumes nonstop for the past month, and I can't decide.
I thought going as like Khal Drogo would be cool from Game of Thrones with a really long chin
Yeah,
beard.
but our friend is going as Khaleesi, and I don't want you being a pair with Khaleesi.
I know it's not going to happen. I was just saying it would have been fun because then I could have.
I wouldn't. I might swear to it. Maybe not necessarily. She might not be the only Khaleesi on Halloween.
No, I know.
I don't know.
There's a lot of Khaleesi.
I think that might be the unique idea of the
But it's
year.
Troy's wife wants to go as Khaleesi. So, that's weird.
Totes original.
Could be the Khaleesi Wonder Twins.
I know, right? Where are my dragons?
Yeah, form of dragon.
Probably kept jumping out of the closet.
I kind of want to go as Lydia in the red wedding dress from Beetlejuice.
Oh,
Oh, that's nice.
Classic.
Yeah. Dr. Manhattan.
That's my favorite.
Jumbo-sized Reese's peanut butter cup.
Tootsie Roll Pops. I like those.
Weak.
Least favorite candy. Least favorite. What you got?
Yeah, absolutely.
Circus peanuts. Those are crap.
Candy corn.
You don't like candy corn?
No, it freaks me out. It makes me gag a little. It looks like plastic.
Dude, it's good.
Or wax lips.
I love wax lips.
I literally do gag. I'm like,
I don't even know the name of it. It's always at Halloween though. Those little rectangle candies that are like.
They come in either the black or the orange.
Jolly
No,
Ranchers?
not those ones. No, they're like wafers. They look like, but they've got like little black stripes on them. And
Oh, and they're white and they're like
disgusting.
powdery?
Yes.
Yes.
Ugh.
Those aren't super good.
No, and everybody always has them on Halloween. They come in like mixed bags.
He's like, here you go. You're like, that's okay. You got money?
I'll take a trick. I'll take pennies.
Yeah.
What was your dream job growing up?
I had several, and it would change frequently, but I think the one that I kept going back to over and over was that I wanted to be a special effects artist and do stuff like Star Wars and make the Death Star blow up. I remember that from like second or third grade. I wanted to I would see like behind the scenes, the extra features of stuff, like I want to do that. I want to make it look like that stuff is actually happening. And I also wanted to be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's...
I didn't know really what it was, but I wanted to be a biologist, but like specifically one that would go into the rainforests and, you know, like discover a new animal. And then I realized you had to like take organic chemistry and stuff and
Be like
and
more
not so
in the
much.
mist.
Yeah.
I was always motivated by movies. Like I saw Top Gun at a young age, so I was like, I'm going to be a fighter pilot. And then I saw Teen Wolf, and I was like, I'm going to be a werewolf. And it kind of moved, it went like that consistently for a few years.
Now you got to be
Either the
a
other.
fighter pilot werewolf.
Yes!
He can't go on a night mission. It's always changing.
I shot him down.
Somebody needs to make that movie.
Werewolf in Germany.
Oh my. If you could go to lunch with anyone, past or present, who would it be and why?
Duh.
A lot of people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of
You
people that have
you can give a few
existed.
if you'd like.
Yeah.
George R. Martin.
You already saw him at
Yeah,
lunch.
but I didn't eat with him.
No, you didn't.
Trent Reznor. Yes. Yes. I think that he's done much things for music and pushed it along when it wasn't ready to be pushed. Even if he took influences from other things that were similar, his was the big push. So.
Damn, I don't know. You know that moment where all the names come flooding into your brain and they all bottleneck and stop any one name from coming through? That's where I'm at. That's me
Name something
majority
really
of the time.
intelligent, something that makes you sound like you're really smart.
Ben Franklin. Tesla.
Yeah,
Nikola
Yeah,
Tesla.
Nikola Tesla would be awesome.
yeah.
George Washington.
Gandhi.
Gandhi. Who's Gandhi?
That guy that Ben Kingsley played.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, with him.
That fake person.
Yeah.
White.
The desert guy.
He was real skinny.
What would be your dream vacation?
I love tropical places. So
Yeah.
somewhere like Tahiti, where you get like a hut over the water and you don't have to do anything other than lay on the beach.
Yeah.
And there's no like sand fleas. You lay on the beach and it's like,
Pristine.
Yeah.
and the water's really calm.
There's no creepy crawlies.
No,
Just beach.
just beach.
And Laura.
I like Switzerland because when you go there, you can ski down the Alps and stuff, and the temperature changes so much when you get down to the lakes that you can actually go and like water ski at the lakes. It's literally like some kind of elf world. So I would like to explore that, please.
I don't know if I have a dream vacation place. I've been to a lot of cool places. What I haven't done yet is I would like to land in Ireland or Scotland and just go all over the UK and Eastern and Western Europe and Russia and then go back home after I do. Sorry about that. Yeah. I would like to explore all of that area because there's so much history there and so many examples of cool architecture and cool culture and cool food. That's what I like to do when I go to new places is see the architecture and taste the local cuisine. And meet people, of course. You know, they happen to be there.
Way to answer all good and stuff.
Right?
Tahiti.
Tahiti.
I mean, come on.
What was the most unhelpful advice you've ever been given?
That would be from my dad. I was very interested at a young age in the electric fence that we had. Yes. It wasn't our electric fence, it was our cousin's electric fence, and I was always fascinated by it because I could hear it going, like just pulsing. And I knew that it would shock the crap out of me if I touched it. And my dad's advice was, well, you know, wait, here's my car keys. If you touch it with these, it'll be okay. And so I did, and him and my cousin were like, and I went, my mom came out there, was pissed at him, and they were like,
Did it burn your hands?
I know.
Did it burn your hands at all?
No, but it made him numb, like I couldn't hold anything. Like I tried to give his key back, and they're like, keys. Terrible advice, you can't do that, don't do that. Yeah. They thought it was funny.
Nothing can top that.
I was in the dentist office once getting my teeth worked done, and they gave, you know, they have like the regular laughing gas, and then they have like the serious laughing gas, the little nozzle.
Yeah.
And one of the nurses was like, no, don't take, you know, really big breaths on that, because this is serious stuff. And I was like, okay. And then another nurse came in, and she looked like she cared a little bit less. And I was like, man, it's a lot of pain over here on the right side. And she's like, just take a big breath. I'm like, the other one said not to do that. She's like, nah, you'll be fine. So I was like, and I mean, everything went daffy real fast. I was like, and I could feel like all of this spit running out of my face. And I was just looking at her, and she was going, ooh. I was like, can you help me? And the doctor comes running in, he's like, what happened? What happened? She's like, oh, he was breathing too hard.
I told him not to.
So yeah, as my face started working, I was like, she told me to take a big breath.
Yeah.
Do you want the pain to subside or to not feel your head?
I know. I didn't feel anything for a while. It was great. Open your mouth. Wow.
I think he is. It's not like it, though.
I'm gonna think about it.
Okay, no problem.
I give you bad advice all the time.
Yeah, you What are you saying the worst advice?
Oh.
Yeah.
Open that door.
You can give a couple of examples of particularly
Go around the
bad, though not quite worse advice if you'd like.
No.
All right, then let's just go with what was your favorite Disney movie?
The Lion King. Look at that, he got applause and everything.
Because I divide the live action from the animated, and I like both.
Do Pixar movies count?
No.
Yes. No.
No, yes. No, yes.
House rules, Pixar movies count.
I don't know.
It's a circle of life.
Old school would be Sleeping Beauty. It's awesome. New school, new-ish school. Man, Toy Story really kicked it, you know? That kicked a lot of stuff into high gear and
Yep.
brought up the level of animation. It did also, unfortunately, start a lot of well, everything has to be CG now, and some people don't rock at that. But I think that's kind of settled. So I think, much like Trent Reznor earlier, Toy Story kind of pushed things into overdrive.
Yeah.
And live action would be The Black Hole, which is pretty awesome.
I would say probably Little Mermaid was my favorite.
Look at this stuff.
Prince Eric was way hot. And also live action, I would say Newsies.
Ooh.
Newsies was Disney, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Newsies.
Am I your Prince Eric?
You're so my Prince Eric.
I sang for me.
What would you consider to be your prized possession?
Oh, my wife.
I knew he was going to say it.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Possession meaning part of
we
his
know
life. Not
The
the
thing
he
I
owns.
treasured the most.
Yeah.
Well,
Mike?
Well, if we're including living things, then that would be my dog Kilo, who I love dearly.
Oh, Kilo. So sweet.
I love him so much. It's ridiculous. And then non-living things, I guess on the shallow end of things, it'd be my car because I think it's totally fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a really fun
Pretty great.
little red sports car. No, it's a little red sports car that goes vroom.
It goes more than vroom.
It's pretty sweet.
Sort of curious what it is.
It's a Lotus Elise.
Pretty sick. It goes real fast.
And I thought my
It's
Charger
fun.
was cool. Okay, you win.
It's fun. It's neat. There was only between 2005 and 2013, there were only 5,000 or 6,000 of the Elise and the Exige, which is the next car up, shipped to America at all. So it just kind of makes it fun because almost nobody else has one.
Great.
So it's like, that's a weird looking little car. What is that? I'm like, I know, it's mine. I got this weird little fun car.
I would definitely say Charlie, a dog.
Yes.
Aw.
Yeah.
Because I love him so much.
Charlie is pretty awesome.
Yeah, he is, right?
Charlie does really neat tricks that I've never seen other dogs do.
Which one?
As the shotgun trick.
It's pretty great. Although now, instead of just dying, he tends to roll when you shotgun him, so he dodges it.
Very, not too long after you had the dog either, when you
No,
started doing that
yeah.
trick, Laura would be like, Charlie! And she'd get the fake shotgun, and Charlie would pay attention, Laura would go, and make the noise, and Charlie would go, and Laura would go,
And
Bill, you're trying to tell me
He
you-
goes up and does, we do pray, and so he goes up, and then you say, it would go big, and he goes up, and you say pray, and he goes, oh, it's so cute. And then his other one that he just recently started doing was you tell him speak, and he barks, but if you tell him please, he goes, you say please, he goes,
Charlie, please.
And then you're like, speak. He's, speak. Speak, damn it! Bark!
I just thought it was cool that you apparently taught your dog how to do a barrel roll. That's awesome.
Modern Warfare Charlie.
What music do you listen to when you're feeling down?
Megadeth. No.
So, just recently I went to Sarah Bareilles' concert. And yeah, my bestie Pam got us these awesome bracelets, and it says, "Show me how big your brave is." It's really cute.
What's your lyrics from a song?
It is. Brave is her latest single, and it's inspirational, and I love it.
Mike?
Strangely enough, I don't listen to uplifting music when I'm down. I listen to music that just like makes me dwell in that. I'm like, yes, sadness is awesome. Let's turn it to anger and let's be on the dark side. I don't know. I listen to a lot of heavier stuff, industrial stuff, metal stuff. I like Lamb of God. I like Nine Inch Nails. I like Combat Christ. I like Skinny Puppy. I like Slayer.
Yes.
Yeah. And on the, I guess, pseudo-lighter end of things, I like Metric, I like Death Cab for Cutie, things of that nature. But I also think that Death Cab hasn't made a good record in a couple of records. So.
Yeah.
But middle to early 2000s stuff is really brilliant. And what else do I listen to? How about the new Sabbath? That's awesome.
Dude, the new Sabbath is actually great.
It's good. It's good stuff.
Really like it.
I saw them in concert.
You did?
Yeah, this tour.
What?
Yeah.
Where, in Dallas?
Yeah, in Austin. They didn't even hit Dallas. I was like, what? Metal capital of Texas? And you play Austin? Come on. It was not the same as I'm sure that was.
know, it's
in that
not.
movie. He needed a monitor really bad. He had an ear monitor. And he came out, and the first thing they did was open up with War Pigs, which I'm like, oh yes, War Pigs. That song rules so hard. And they did, for those who play, they did drop D, which means they dropped everything one whole step because it makes it a singer, an older singer like that, it's easier for him to high notes if they bring them down.
Right.
But he couldn't hear, and so it was just like, with the song, like, is the note you're supposed to hit, generals gathered. He was like, anything. And he's like, I can't hear, I'm gonna throw out this ear monitor. I'm like, no, don't get rid of the ear monitor. Oh, I'm just gonna sing all over the place.
Give him some like aircraft carrier earwigs, noise canceling ones.
Hey, it was a lot of fun to watch, but I did laugh about half as much as I rocked out. And when it was encore time, he came out and was like, you guys want us to play another? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay. Like it was that sad.
Going to bed.
Yeah, I'm not exaggerating. He pulled up, was like walking up with his head down. Okay. Work, dude. I bought a ticket.
Sharon, I need a shot.
Yeah, so I listen to a lot of angry dance stuff and a lot of angry metal.
I get my favorite copy of my Vic Mignogna CDs and listen to Soldier A. No, I like Imagine Dragons. Wow, okay, that's a popular answer. But I'm trendy. What do I know? I don't know a lot about it.
Your most unusual convention experience?
Most unusual?
Well, there's most unusual that I would say in front of people,
Yeah.
and that's a different answer.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a most unusual. I'll name off a few that I think are very odd. When I was doing a signing one time, this couple came up and introduced me to their baby Tien, which is a character on Dragon Ball Z. And like,
Amazing.
oh, wow, this baby. Got a Dragon Ball name. Tien. Little Tien. Yeah, it's kind of cute.
And I like that name.
There was a Kamehameha contest down in Australia, and there was this girl who was competing. I was like, cool, go with your girl self, get up there and Kamehameha. And she had the most harsh last note ever. It hurt so bad.
Oh.
She was just like screaming. So it's like, Kamehameha, and just whatever note she could hit, and it was just like, oh!
Did she pass that up? Or?
I almost did.
Yeah.
My head rattled. I was like, you win. I don't know.
I had a kid come up to a signing once with a bright new shiny trumpet, and it looked gorgeous. It was in its case, velvet lining and everything. I was like, wow, this is beautiful. And he was like, will you sign this? I'm like, this gorgeous trumpet, are you sure? He's like, yeah, please. It would mean the world to me. I'm like, yeah, okay. And so I get the Sharpie and I'm like, wait, is this yours? And he's like, no, it's my school's. I'm like, your funeral, man.
Because I'm gonna spray it, stays on forever.
Catalyst of evil. Explain that one.
I had a girl give me a drawing of Toru giving birth.
Oh my.
From like from the angle of the baby coming out. So that was pretty crazy. I was so happy when...
Who's the father?
Favorite Girl Scout cookie?
Man,
Oh, that's so hard.
it is hard.
It's between Samoas and Thin Mints.
Yes.
That's probably my answer too. Those are the two that I've purchased the most.
Yeah.
The Samoas are the jam.
The last time the Girl Scouts.
We took one and hit her.
No, we bought 4 boxes of Girl Scout cookies, but then right when they came in, we were both trying to like be really healthy, and Travis has the inability to not eat.
I have a weak will.
So if there's boxes around, he would eat the entire box of them.
Yeah.
So I took all 4 of them and hid them around our house.
Scavenger.
Tell me where one of them is.
No, and
Are
it's
they
like
located-
literally
are
been
they
like
like
6
the-
months and they're still hidden.
Are they like Dragon Balls? Like they're each in
They're,
one?
yeah, they're all in different places. I hid them all in a different place in the house.
I'm weak will too. That's why I just don't buy them, because to me the serving size is that box.
I know.
There's not like I have to have 4 now or whatever more later. It's like I'm gonna eat all of these right now. Yeah. All of them. And then I'm gonna cry.
See, I know that at least 2 of them are in your closet, which I dare never go.
We have the same closet.
Yeah, but
Pretty
your
tight.
half is
I
like
have
you
the
lose
side.
a hand if you stick your hand back there.
Or is primeval?
It's not in the attic. It's not in the garage.
No, because they would melt if they were.
They freeze really
That's
well.
stupid.
They freeze really well, but he would see them in the freezer.
Check under the bed and the mattress.
No, they're not there. I'm good, y'all. I wouldn't do that.
At the state
the
fair,
bureau?
they have fried Girl Scout cookies.
Oh, that's
Deep.
just a Texas secret.
Fried Girl Scout cookies.
Stop it with
I
you
remember
live.
those. I remember those.
He's
I
not
remember
kidding.
those.
They,
He's really
they
not
have,
kidding.
they had, and I got the combo
They're
of
just so
Samoa
nasty. They're so
and
gross.
Finland.
Oh!
That sounds really good.
And on the outer fried part, tiny little chocolate drizzle.
Get that here.
I want a Thin Mint milkshake. Oh, that sounds so good.
Pork.
I want to eat that right now.
Did you say pork?
Eat it. Yeah. Nom 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 nom.
Any voice role in history, which one would you want?
He-Man.
That's a fun.
I am Adam, Prince of Eternia.
And now I'm He-Man. I will have a bikini made out of straw. And the stupidest haircut ever.
I want Travis to go as He-Man for Halloween. You can't talk him into it.
Would you be sheep?
I would
He-Man.
with She-Ra.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do that.
You'd have to go as Cringer, my battle cat. Or Orko.
Yeah, Orko would be better.
Or Snarf.
Snarf was Thundercat.
Well, crisscross, it'll be
Jesus,
cool.
please get your cartoons right.
Snarf, Snarf.
What?
Oh, no.
I don't know. I'm thinking.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Could I be? I don't want to take it away though, because Jennifer did such an amazing job. But like to be like Femme Shep in Mass Effect is freaking cool.
You're a pretty big
I agree.
Mass Effect.
I'm a pretty big Mass Effect fan, yeah. But that's hard because when you voice something, like if you voice a video game, then you already know what happens, and it's not like this brand new experience. And Mass Effect is like such an amazing experience.
Yeah, it's big spoilers. It's not just
Yeah.
like, oh, we find out what happens. Not only do we find out what happens, but we're part of it as it
Yeah.
happens, so it's like triple not as cool.
I mean, you feel really cool if you're playing it. You're like, whoa, I'm awesome. But
It was funny because at Anime Next many years ago, I had the chance to ask that question to James Arnold Taylor, who did Titus and FF10, and he said the way that Square mixed up the lines,
He didn't
he was
know.
actually able to go through it. He had absolutely no idea what was going on, just like most of us. but he had no idea what was going on in the
Right.
game, so
Yeah,
he
but
was
he's
still
an idiot.
able to what? I'll pass along your compliments.
I'll see him next week.
I don't know. I would like to be Snidely Whiplash.
Nab him! Stop the pigeon! Wacky races.
What's your favorite gummy bear flavor?
Plastic.
Green.
Red.
I don't like the white ones.
Only pineapple?
I don't trust those.
No.
Are they supposed to be pineapple?
Supposed to be pineapple.
The clear
No.
ones?
The Haribo ones.
That just looks like red.
Is that the yellowish one?
Yeah,
That's
but you
a
can like
whitish-
see through it.
White
Yeah,
one.
I dig that one.
Like,
You do?
Yeah, but we're also talking about, like, I don't eat these very often, so I'm like, yeah, I'll take that one. And once every 4 years, we
I-
need a gummy bear.
I feel like the white ones are also harder.
I mistrust.
They're not as gummy. That's just.
They're hiding something.
Yeah, yeah.
They have an agenda.
Next time you have one, just think pineapple and it'll.
There's a contagion in those things.
It's like those Harry Potter.
They're like a plastic gummy bear. Light it and throw it. Light it and lick it.
Have you seen those videos of the person that sets gummy bears on fire?
No.
It's really awesome, right?
Actually.
We had a discussion on the other day when I did this panel about the having the gummy bears that sit in your car and become the amorphous blob. So that.
And then you just take bite.
I haven't done that. I've sort of been a little nervous to try that.
I got a 4-pound gummy bear once. It was like this big. One single gummy bear.
A one-biter?
Yeah, it's just a huge. Yeah, I tried to like eat its ear,
Yeah.
and it's the equivalent of like 15 gummy bears
Yeah.
per ear. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna vomit.
Yeah, that's a lot of gummy bear.
Amazingly enough, you guys have eaten through my questions pretty quick, so I'm going to have the opportunity. If anybody has any questions along those lines, appropriate, please, you are free to raise your hand and ask them.
Only Slytherins.
Thank you.
Hufflepuff.
Cat paws right there.
What kind of animal would you be?
If we could be any animal,
Yes. On Earth, though.
Oh.
Falcor!
I don't know.
You got to be at the top of the food chain, because
I know
otherwise it
that's the
sucks.
problem.
Yeah. I think honey badger's a lame answer. I think that's like the, I'm a badass.
But only recently has he come into the public eye as
That's
a known
true.
badass. So you
Yeah.
can,
That's
you
why I
can
don't
take
feel
it.
so bad that I'm a Hufflepuff. I don't give a shit.
I would be a lion. I would be a big ass lion, and I would knock the crap out of some hyenas.
Go
Lion King
Mufasa.
style. Yeah.
I think I'd want to be like, sticking with the Lion King thing, I'd want to be like a meerkat because they have a nice, cool community. They have friends, and they all look out for each other, and they look really good.
They're very observant.
Yeah. They're so cute.
We spend the next 15 minutes watching.
There's so much more.
They're really awesome.
I'm gonna go, rather than top of food chain route, I'm gonna go lazy route. I would like to be a koala. Because of the awe factor. Because they sleep 20 hours a day, and in the 4 hours they're awake, they go to the bathroom, eat, make other koalas, and go back to sleep. That's awesome. And during the 4 hours that they're awake, they're high as crap on eucalyptus. That's pretty awesome.
You, my friend, win this
Yeah.
question.
By a long shot, yes. Yes, sir.
I'm a koala.
Movie sequel you would want the most, and movie sequel you would want the least.
Sequel I would want the most.
I thought my questions were tough. That's a good one. You gotta remember that.
I've thought of this too.
So, I love The Princess Bride.
Yeah.
And if you guys have read the book, The author does a fun job of tricking the reader into thinking that it's based on an older novel by S. Morgenstern. And at the end, he says that here's the first chapter of the sequel, which will be coming out soon, and that sequel, of course, never comes out.
Benedict dies, though.
Huh?
The first chapter of this name, Benedict dies.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really sad.
Spoilers!
Too soon?
It doesn't come out, you guys. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
I don't want to see another Terminator sequel. And I know they can't help themselves, but if there's like 7-year-old Arnold acting like he's some kind of cybernetic warrior, I'm gonna
70?
throw up on myself in the theater.
Come with me if you want to die very slowly.
If you want to lose everything, come with me.
Come with me if you want to fill up diapers the hard way. All right.
Yeah,
Just
fine.
fill up diaper. I don't know. I would like to see a sequel to The Abyss. I think that'd be pretty sweet.
Ooh, yeah.
That's mine, sorry.
This is
Yeah. I don't think there should ever be a sequel to The Usual Suspects. I think that's pretty intact.
that's done.
So if they are like, Usual Suspects too, like, that's a terrible idea. But those are just ones I picked off. I don't know if those are like the most, but those make sense to me. Okay.
Next. Yes. Yes.
If you could be at any house in Game of Thrones,
I like that question. If
If you could be in any house in Game of Thrones, what would it be and why?
Ooh, but everyone has like the good and the bad, you know? So that's a really tough question.
I would be a Baratheon
Yeah.
because I'm just a freaking Baratheon.
Yeah.
I'm a stag.
We had a Game of Thrones party where we assigned houses to all of our friends. It's pretty cool.
Which means I'm gonna die probably.
I think, well,
Come on.
I would say Stark, but
Yeah, I would pick Stark.
yeah, but they're like, that's like picking Gryffindor.
Well, it is not. It picks Gryffindor. I mean, I haven't read the book, so I don't know how it all ends up, but they're like the courageous heart. You know, they're
Well, some of them.
yeah, some of them.
We're good too.
Some of them.
Whatever. Wolf.
Yeah, I mean, Targaryens are really cool too. I mean,
Yeah.
but some of them are freaking crazy, so.
I think that's every family.
Yeah, that's it. That's,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, Lannister's got a lot of money, you know?
The
That's
Lannister
cool
would be
too.
the Lannister would be the safe choice. You'd be like, dude, I got money and house,
No, I get to sleep with my sibling.
and I don't care that everybody hates me because it doesn't bother me.
I'm crying in my piles of money. Go.
But I would like to be Arya, even with everything she goes through. She's
Yes, right.
Who is each of your favorite superhero and why? And don't just say Thor because you play him.
Well, what if that's the truth?
God,
I want to see the Bifrost really bad. I don't know. When I started reading comic books, tiny, I was a Superman nut right away, but that's like kind of how everybody starts. And then you go through that phase where you leave Superman and you go to the dark and brooding Batman phase, and you're like, oh, this is so good. And then you branch off into the Marvel world and start reading Dark Horse and everything else. I don't know. Favorite superhero? You're looking at me. Okay. I was a big Wolverine fan before the movie.
Yeah. Wolverine and Spider-Man would be my, if you asked me when I was 12, choice, and that would hold for a long time. If it's this makes the most sense, it would be the Beyonder from Secret Wars, because they could just do anything.
I think I'd probably go with Deadpool.
Pretty funny. Mostly true.
Good answer. In the very back there.
Have you ever been grounded, and what for?
That's a loaded question.
Yeah, a lot. I drove through my house once.
You did? Disney recently drove through a 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Like, through it.
I heard
In a Mustang.
I wrote Beth and I was like, it happens.
Yeah.
Did you kill the child? I parked my Jeep Cherokee behind my house and we have an incline behind it, and I had just come home from an aptitude test. I had stopped by the grocery store and the groceries were in the passenger side floor compartment, and I pulled up and didn't put the car in park and reached over and grabbed the groceries. And the car started to roll forward, and I couldn't see because I was leaning over, and I went, oh shit, and I threw my foot down, and instead of hitting the brake, I hit the accelerator. And I knocked myself out, and I woke up like above, like with the steering wheel under my chin. And the windshield, like right here in my house, the wall of my house was here. I was like, oh my God. I put my car in reverse, backed up.
That'll fix it.
Yeah. It was like,
Maybe you'll know what'll notice.
car's almost totaled, but there's only like this kind of dent in the house. Like literally the tiles were just kind of disheveled, and I'm like, oh good, you know, when they build houses, they have insulation, which must mean there's like at least 5 feet between the outer wall and the inner wall, right? Like a cushion.
Yeah.
And as I got closer to the house, I heard this like sound, and I'm like, what is that?
Oh.
I like moved one of the like hanging wood tiles out of the way, and I'm looking into my mom's newly remodeled bathroom, and water is just shooting everywhere. And I made a pact with God at that moment. I was like, kill me now or take this away.
And you only got grounded?
No, I got excommunicated for like 72 hours, like 48 hours. Yeah.
How long was the grounding? Or was there a grounding involved with it as well?
It was weeks.
Yeah.
Just not asking for stuff or asking to do anything because I knew the answer was no. When she came home, she finally said, like, for 48 hours, I don't want to know that you exist. You're alive. Leave. And I was like, okay. Because that meant I got to leave with my life. I thought she was going to freaking kill me.
Leave this kingdom and never return.
Yes, sire. Right away.
I shall keep your lands.
I'm like in the front yard, freezing.
I know, right? I feel like I can't say things that I got.
This is correct. Oh, come on.
For.
You got grounded for stuff.
Okay, let's see. The Buick Skylark, that piece of junk I mentioned earlier. I lived in a town called Temple, Texas, and if you're familiar with Texas, it's between Waco and Austin on I-35, and it's a small town, so there is nothing to do there. So once I got my driver's license, every weekend meant, bye Mom, I'll see you later. I'm driving around Temple to see my friends in the evening, go to Austin, which is about an hour away, because there's stuff to do in Austin. I was not supposed to drive out of town. One time when I was driving to Austin to see a concert with a car full of 3 or 4 other kids that were with me, the transmission broke while I was in Austin, while I was not supposed to be there. So along with, this is my fault because I didn't, keep fluid in the car and whatever else, like I blew the seal of the transmission. I blew the seal an hour away when I was never supposed to have left town to begin with. Yeah, and then the 3 or 4 guys in my car got to experience the wrath of Mom. So many words like,
It's like, call a tow guy. I'll give you $50 if you tow us.
I was like 17 maybe? Yeah. I can't even remember what concert it was, but I found out afterwards if I had bought like a crate of transmission fluid, I could have put it in there, drove as far as I could until it stopped, and then just kept doing that until I made it all the way back home. Like, oh, Mom, look, it broke here in town. But I didn't know, so yeah. Look, I'm a block away, and the transmission broke. I don't know what happened. I don't know why there's 20 empty bottles of transmission fluid.
I thought I'd gotten away with it. I used to spend the night over at my friend Samantha's house, and we decided we were going to tell our parents we were spending the night at her house, and then we drove to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Similar sort of thing. And at the time, I thought it was fun to, instead of keep a journal, to video journal. And I had like this little video camera that I would just film everything that happened, and I would hide all my video. And I went, I don't know, I was on like summer camp or something, and my mom found my tapes, and she found the video of me and Samantha driving to Oklahoma and then peeing on the border of Oklahoma and Texas, because that's classy.
Classy, baby.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all you did was drive through your house.
I didn't pee on it.
Did you pee on your house, Travis?
Boom!
There were no gas stations. That's the reason.
All right, we have time for one more.
If you had to have an Avengers team of anime characters, who would they be?
Like, and they would fight crime?
Yeah.
Anime character.
If you had to form your own, like, Avengers-type team, but of anime characters to fight crime, who would it be?
But any anime characters, the ones that we play.
Any.
Any.
I'd get like Goku, Mustang,
Yeah.
You're taking it so
Shin.
far.
Shin.
Shin?
Yeah,
They
because
can
you
butt
like
dance
pick
people.
up Shin and throw him, and he would just like poop on people. That's my team, 3 people.
3 people.
We have Goku, so I mean,
That's all you need.
this is my team.
Yeah.
Go you.
Go get him.
Go anime equivalent of Superman.
Well, Goku is obviously top choice there.
Yeah.
Or Gohan.
No.
No, Goku.
Although I would want Vegeta.
With the Widow's Peak. And the angry
Widow's
second
Peak of
best.
Doom.
God, I'm trying to. I mean, I immediately went to like Maka and Soul. I think I'd want them on a team.
Goku is a really solid answer. I could take Vegeta, so they could always argue. Let's see.
You gotta have like a ranged attack person specifically for that.
Yeah. No, Elric's powerful, but I'd rather have Mustang because he's less annoying. I mean, he's an awesome character, but as far as like, someone on my team, like, I could have Emo Kid, or I could have Solid.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, Yeah. That's why. Ed can do more, but he would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
Mustang can do that now.
Kill it with fire.
Kill it with fire. When in doubt, kill it with fire.
And Luffy. Because Luffy can breathe.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
I think that covers any problem that the Earth could throw at us. Not just